Hello everybody, welcome to today's Sunday special, and today is a very special Sunday because Durga Puja is going on. Bengal's biggest festival Durga Puja is going on, and I have brought for you a very nice mental effect created by me, and I'm going to explain this from where I have derived this effect a little later, but first I'll perform this before my son Kaushik.
হ্যালো
ওয়েলকাম, নমস্কার, স্বাগত। আমাদের দুর্গাপূজা চলছে। আজকের এই সানডে স্পেশালে আমি আপনাদের জন্য নিয়ে এসেছি একটা ভেরি স্পেশাল মেন্টাল এফেক্ট, যেটা আমি নিজে ক্রিয়েট করেছি, এবং সেই ক্রিয়েট করা মেন্টাল এফেক্ট আমি আপনাদেরকে আগে দেখাবো। আমাকে সাহায্য করছে কিংশক, এবং দেখাবার পরে আমি স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ আপনাদেরকে শেখাবো। তবে কি ম্যাজিকটা বা মেন্টাল এফেক্টটা ভালোভাবে আপনাদের দেখতে হবে। ইউ হ্যাভ টু সি ইট ভেরি কেয়ারফুলি বিকজ there are several methods involved in this. We'll get into that a little later. Now I'll be using some cards. See, I have got some plain cards on which I have written some common objects.
Okay.
Now I'll show it here like this. See, there is a big glass, clock, hand, pen, table is there, umbrella is there, belt, trousers, newspaper, shoe, cake, tea, and lot of things. The main idea is that these are all common objects. All right.
Okay.
Now you have to select one, then look at it, remember the word, and try to form a mental image. মনের মধ্যে একটা ছবি তুলতে হবে, and my head will be turned away. Right?
All right.
I won't see whatever you have taken. I'll spread the cards, but before I do that, I'll just give it a mix like this. See, I'll just take some cards and drop it over here so that there is no particular sequence of cards. Now you can also mix them up like this. Just cut, drop it on the table. Just go ahead, cut a few cards, drop it on the table, put them on top. Yes, go ahead. Until you are happy that it is well mixed.
I'm quite happy.
It is well mixed. Fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread these cards like this.
Okay.
These cards are now spread between my hands.
Yes.
And what you have to do, you have to touch one card. Touch any one card, যে কোনো একটা তাশকে মানে এর মধ্যে কার্ডকে পছন্দ করবে and pull it halfway out. অর্ধেকটা বার করে নেবে. My head is turned away. Go ahead. Select anyone. You have absolutely free choice. Now to pull it up, out, halfway out.
Yes, done.
Done?
Yes.
All right. This is the one?
Yeah.
All right. Now you take it.
Okay.
Very good. Now the thing is, it is impossible for me to know what card he has taken, what is the word in the card, because my head is turned away. Have you shown it to the camera?
Let me show it.
All right. Now remember, I have never turned my head.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
My head is turned away, but I am feeling something, some hard object. Think of the word.
Yeah.
Is it something very hard object? Is it something made up of metal, wood, or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just think of it. Yes, it is a very hard object. It can be glass, it can be steel, it can be wood, whatever. Just put it in your pocket.
It is there.
I don't need these also.
Okay.
All right. I'll just put it away. Put it away in the envelope. All right. Now, think. Just imagine. That is not a small object. I can see that it is a very big object, right?
Yeah.
It is a very big. It can be of anything starting from steel to glass to wood. Think it hard. I'm getting it. Are you thinking of, is the picture in your mind is of a table?
Yes, it is.
A table. Let me see.
Yes.
Oh, it is a table. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome.
So friends, you have just seen the effect, and the best part is when you are turning away, still you can say what type of item he is thinking in his mind. Now that is the best part. I have performed this for various spectators several times, and every time the spectators were fooled. Even I have performed this for some of my magician friends, and they could not understand how it is possible. What I have done is I have combined several principles, starting from Mentalism deck to Rick Ferguson's Alpha deck. There are other creators who have created such similar effects, but in this case you don't have to remember anything. You don't need rough and smooth principles. Long and short, everything has been eliminated. But the thing is, unless you understand the principle behind this magic, you will not be able to do it easily. By that I mean that it is very important that you see the video from start to finish and then understand all the principles involved in this, so that you can do it very easily and without any problem. প্রথম থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত যদি আপনারা এটা দেখেন, তাহলে পরে আপনারা বুঝতে পারবেন যে এই ম্যাজিকের মধ্যে কত রকমের প্রিন্সিপল ইনভলভ করা হয়েছে। রিক ফার্গুসনসের প্রিন্সিপল, মেনিট্যাকল ডেকের প্রিন্সিপল এবং আরও অনেক রকমের প্রিন্সিপল কম্বাইন করে এবং আমার নতুন আইডিয়া তার মধ্যে দিয়ে আমি এই এফেক্টটা তৈরি করেছি। আপনাদেরকে অনুরোধ করব প্রথম থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত ভালোভাবে দেখুন। সো let us get into the cards first, the speciality of the cards. The first principle that is involved in this particular cards is that there is a relation between these two cards. There are pairs, দুটো করে পেয়ার একসাথে আছে, দুটো করে কার্ড, এর মধ্যে একটার সঙ্গে একটা রিলেশন আছে। Now this will eliminate any type of memory work. For example, table is related to napkin. Remember, napkin is generally on the table. Umbrella with raindrops. Belt with trouser. Trouser and belt go together. Then reading glass, newspaper. You use a reading glass to read a newspaper. Shoe, socks. Knife, cake. Cup, tea. Peg glass, wine. Clock and hand. Pen and ink. So that is the first principle. Harry Lorraine taught us that in photographic memory, if there is a relation from one object with another object, it is very easy to remember. So you don't need to learn them. So one object will automatically tell you what is the next object beside it. That means these two cards will go together like this one. This is the way 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For a spectator, these are all random words. But for you, every two cards is related to one another. প্রত্যেকটার সঙ্গে প্রত্যেকটার একটা করে রিলেশন আছে। টেবিলের সঙ্গে ন্যাপকিন, ছাতার সঙ্গে রেনড্রপ, ঠিক তেমনি ক্লকের সঙ্গে হ্যান্ড, and so on. That is the first principle involved in this. Now, what I have done is that I have used a new technique for this. These two words are not random. One is related to other, and at the same time one is hard and another one is soft. For example, table is a hard object made up of wood, steel or something like that, and napkin is made up of paper. Umbrella, hard object. Raindrop, it is liquid, so it is a soft object. Belt, trouser. Belt is a hard object. It is made up of steel, leather, and trouser is made up of cloth. Reading glass, hard object. Newspaper is soft. Shoe, hard. Socks, soft. Knife, hard object. Cake, think of a cake, it is a soft object. এটা নরম, এটা হচ্ছে শক্ত. Cup, made up of maybe steel, but tea is again soft. Cup হচ্ছে শক্ত, tea হচ্ছে নরম. Peg glass, hard object. Wine, soft. Clock, think of a clock. Clock is a hard object, but the hand, in this particular case, I am not thinking of the hand of a clock, but a human hand. So it is soft. Yes, a human hand is soft. This will help you to remember. Now, this is pen. Pen is a hard object. And ink, think of a fountain pen ink. It is soft. So, two things are there. One related to another. The second principle is that one is a hard object and the card next to it is the soft object. Now, how we are arranging the cards. So, napkin goes first, then on top is the table. Umbrella, raindrop. Belt, trouser. Reading glass, newspaper. Shoe, socks. Knife, cake. Cup, tea. Peg glass, wine. Clock, hand, pen and ink. Now, all these cards are arranged in this particular order. One is hard, one is soft, one is related to the next one. So, these are two principles here. Another principle that I have added to this is that all the hard objects, that is the second card, the fourth card, and sixth card, and so on, these hard objects have a tiny little pencil mark, dot. Here is one, and here is another one. The top left corner and the bottom right corner, there is a dot. Now this is a hard object, I know. This is a pen. Again, the next one is a soft object and there is no marking at the back. But the next one, this is hand, that means the next one will be clock. There is a small dot mark here and there. That means every alternate card which are made up of hard objects have small dots at the top left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner. So there is a marking and they are in a cyclic order. So it really doesn't matter if you cut the cards and complete the cut any number of times. So it really doesn't matter. So now see, the top card has a small dot over there and a dot over there. Now I know this is a hard object, though I have no idea what object it is. But that means the next card immediately that was above, that is the counterpart of this pair, must be at the bottom since it is in a cyclic order. Since it is a hard object, if I want to know what object is this one, I'll have to look at this. This is socks, that means this must be shoe. Let us see. Yes, this is shoe. Once again, if I cut it like this, now there is no marking over here. The top card doesn't have any marking. That means this is the top card of the pair of cards. If this is the top card of the pair of cards, then its counterpart is this one, not the bottom one. এটা যদি দুটোর মধ্যে এটাতে মার্কিং নেই, তার মানে এই দুটো মিলে যেটা একটা পেয়ার হয়, one is related to the other, তার মানে এটার next পেয়ারের কার্ড হচ্ছে এইটা. So if I look at this card, the second card, this one, this is a cup, that means this must be tea. So this is tea. So I think you have got the idea. The first thing is that you don't show all the cards one at a time. In that case, it is possible that the spectators will find a relation between the two cards. When there is an umbrella, then there is raindrop, belt, trouser, reading glass, newspaper. If I show them one by one, they might understand that there is a relation between every two cards. So what I am doing is, I am just showing some of the cards. Now I show the first card is an umbrella, then I push off a few cards and show another card, reading glass, then there is knife, then there is cup, and then there is a peg glass, a pen, and so on. There are so many different objects. So the spectators think that they are all different, and the spectators can even cut them, mix them up like this. They'll cut it and complete the cut. একসাথে পরপর আমরা তাসগুলোকে দেখাবো না, কার্ডগুলোকে দেখাবো না, তাহলে পরে দর্শকরা বুঝতে পারবে যে একটার সঙ্গে আরেকটা রিলেটেড, দুটো করে তাস রিলেটেড। সুতরাং আমরা কিছু কার্ড এখানে দেখাবো, যেমন দেখাবো হ্যান্ড, তারপর কয়েকটা কার্ড বাদ দিয়ে দেখাবো ন্যাপকিন, তারপর দেখাবো রেইনড্রপ, তারপর দেখাবো শু, কেক, পেগ গ্লাস অ্যান্ড সো অন। এইভাবে দেখানো হবে, আর তারা প্রত্যেকবার কাটতে পারে আর কার্ডটাকে কমপ্লিট করতে পারে, তাতে কোনো সাইক্লিক অর্ডার নষ্ট হবে না। সো দ্য স্পেক্টেটর কাটস, ইউ অলসো কাট দ্যাম, অ্যান্ড দেন টার্ন ইয়োর head away. Now when you are turning your head away, you spread the cards in this way and ask a spectator to touch any one of these cards and to pull it out halfway out. You have seen that in your presentation. Let us assume that they have pulled this card out. This is the card they have pulled out halfway. Now for a fraction of a second, you turn your head and ask him to take that away. When they take this away, you break the fan from that spot. Now, you don't need to know what card they have taken. What all you have to do is look at this card and see whether it is a marked card or an unmarked card. আপনি একটা কার্ড যখন নিয়ে নিচ্ছে, আপনি একটু ফ্র্যাকশন অফ এ সেকেন্ড যখন ঘুরছেন, ঘুরে শুধু আপনাকে দেখতে হবে ওয়েদার দিস এটাতে মার্ক করা আছে না মার্ক করা নেই। না, ইন দিস পার্টিকুলার কেস ইট ইজ অ্যান আনমার্কড কার্ড। দ্যাট মিন্স ইট ইজ এ সফট অবজেক্ট। দ্য অবজেক্ট হিয়ার ইজ এ সফট ওয়ান। দ্যাট মিন্স দ্যাট হি হ্যাজ টেকেন অ্যান অবজেক্ট দ্যাট ইজ অ্যান হার্ড অবজেক্ট, and the hard object is always the second card in the pairs. That means that this card will not give me any clue to what card he has taken. But this card, the card without any mark, immediately at the top of this card will give you clue to what he has taken. So what I am doing is, I'm giving a cut. That means these right hand cards goes under these cards and you place it over here. Without turning head, you tell him that you are getting an impression that he is taken something which is made up of a hard object, maybe steel, glass or wood or anything like that. And that is true because you know that he has taken a marked card. Now you say that I don't want to see your card, put it in your pocket. So he puts it in his pocket, and you also do the same. You either take these cards without turning your head, you just put it in your pocket, and as you do so, you just glance at the the bottom card. When you turn it over, or if you want, you can just put it in an envelope, and as you do so, just look at the bottom card, the trouser, and then you know whatever you need to know. In this particular case, we know that he has taken belt. Now let us say, yes, it is belt. Now I'll give you another example. Now let us assume that the spectator pulls out a card that does not have any mark. Now this one, You turn your head and break the fan from that spot. He takes the card and you note this particular card. Now you see in this particular card there is a marking which tells you that he has taken a card which is made up of a soft material. That much you know. And this particular card is the second card, is the counter card of the pair. That means you need to know this card in order to know what card he has taken. So what you do, instead of putting these cards below, you take this card and put these below. Now, without turning your head, you can say that you have taken something. I'm getting an impression that is made up of a soft material. And it is true because there is no mark in it. So it can be liquid, it can be paper, it can be cloth, it can be anything like that. And then you said, put it away in your pocket. Now he puts it away in your pocket. You also say that I don't need this. আপনি বললেন যে এগুলো আমার দরকার নেই. So you take it and either put it in your pocket or place it inside an envelope, and as you do so, glance the bottom card. It is shoe in this case, and that means he has taken socks. Let us see. He has taken socks. The main idea of this effect is not the card he has taken. Don't say that you have taken a card with a socks written on it. Don't say that. But the main idea of the effect is that what image he has in his mind, you are finding it out with the help of mind reading. So he or she has to imagine in his or her mind of the object, and you mentally, at least you have to act like that, you mentally derive that particular object, that mental image from their mind. I hope you have liked this mental effect, and if you want to see more of my creations and other new mental effects, please write in the comment. See you again next time in the next video. আপনাদের সকলের সঙ্গে আবার দেখা হবে পরের ভিডিওতে. আপনারা সকলে ভালো থাকবেন. বাই বাই.